Hey everyone, it's Shannon with True Crime with Shannon, and I'm back with another live. I haven't done too many lives, but today is Monkey Mondays. I swear that is like the most craziest tongue twister ever. And you guys, I figured I would try another live. I'm trying to get more comfortable with my lives. I'm just super what is it? I'm like so crazy about my editing, so I'm just not as organized when I go live, but that's okay. Sometimes you can go on the fly. So hopefully you guys can hear me. For anyone in the chat, if you could put a 1 if you could hear me. My sound, it looks okay, but I don't know if y'all can hear me. So if you could put a 1 in the chat, that would be awesome. So I see a couple people popping in. I know y'all aren't used to me doing lives. I'm going to try to start doing one at least once a week and try to get used to that because, lives are fun when you can get yourself going. And today is, like I said, it's Monkey Monday. And while there may not be a lot of news, this little guy's face is very important. We have to keep his face out there. And I'm praying that they did not find anything in that backyard. According to Chief Huff, we're going to probably get, I believe, a presser or some kind of release on the 30th or the 1st of December. So we have a little bit of time. So I'm still hoping that they came up empty there, and this little guy is still out there, and he's just waiting to come home. So we're gonna just go through some older interviews and stuff with Brandy and Tyler. Tyler's only done about one. I think he's done maybe two now. I can correct myself. He's done a couple videos, and but one of my favorite is of Brandy. Of course, Brandy's done a number of interviews, and she's to me, I just always want to break down when I hear Brandy talk. So let me pull up one of the videos here. I said I was gonna just put this all on record, y'all, but I decided to go live because why not? Let me get her up here. This one here is a little bit older, but I wanted to play it because it's one of my favorites with Brandy, and this was from earlier this year in January, and it's heartbreaking, but this really shows you how dedicated this mama truly, truly is to this baby. And we're also going to kind of go over Monkey's story for those that are not as familiar. They just only recently heard about it in the last couple weeks due to the search at the neighbor's backyard. So I definitely want to go through all of that. So let's play this video here.
Q5 ID Guardian is
Press this ad. All right, so here we go.
It feels like an eternity, although there's
Tomorrow it will be 6 months since he disappeared. A mom who misses her little boy. Tomorrow it will be 6 months since he disappeared. Despite intense searching by police and volunteers, the family, even the FBI, there is still no sign of Michael Vaughan. But his mother refuses to give up hope that he is still alive.
CBS 2's Michaela Ellich talked with Michael's mother again today. She's joining us live in the studio with a message Michael's mother wants you to hear.
It's been 6 months, but to Michael's mom, it feels like an eternity. Although there is still no word as to where Michael may be, Brandy Neal says she'll never stop searching.
This is the
So again, this is from January. So they're saying 6 months, but it's obviously more than 6 months because we're already almost in December. Again, most of these interviews are a few months old that I'll be playing.
Most unimaginable and worst nightmare any human being could go through.
It's been a tough couple of months for Brandy Neal after her son vanished one summer evening. Tomorrow will mark 6 months since 5-year-old Michael Joseph Vaughan went missing. But to Brandy, she says it feels like forever.
It's not okay. It's been way too long. It doesn't feel like 6 months. It honestly feels like an eternity.
Michael was last seen here in the community of Fruitland on July 27th. And despite the countless search efforts, there are still no answers.
I don't understand why this happened. And how could this happen?
Not a day goes by without Brandy thinking about Michael. His monster trucks still lay in their living room, and his Spider-Man action figure still sits in the chair.
I miss him jumping off the couch. I miss his, hi, Mama. I miss his hugs. I miss him jumping on me and hanging off of his dad, or I miss him climbing up on Papa's lap while they watch football. And
As the days go by and Brandy waits, she says she'll never stop looking for her little boy.
but I won't give up until you are right here. You are with us. I will never give up.
In the day she sees him once again, she's never letting go.
I love you, baby. And I promise. I promise that I'm gonna hold you and I'm never letting you go.
The last update by Fruitland Police was last month on their Facebook page, saying that they continue to do more ground searches in a remote forest area north of Weiser. Investigators also continue to work through every lead. The total number of leads has now risen to 738. Fruitland Police say they will release another update on Friday. Live in the studio, Michaela Ellich, CBS 2 News.
Of course, the amount of leads are quite higher than that. I know there are like over 1,000. I'm even thinking it's quite even higher than that. But every time I hear Brandy, it makes me want to cry. There's another interview I wanted to show. It's News Nation. It was Tyler's actual first interview was with News Nation. And let me get that up here. Here we go. Okay, so this was back, I think it was the summer. Yeah. Just re-looking at this one earlier. This one was from July 27th, so this was like about the year mark. And Brandy had first spoken, I think it was with
If you're buzzed and
then they went back and Tyler decided to speak out and which was a big thing. And I kind of wanted to play that one because it's really another heartbreaker. So let me get this up here. Get past the ads, which are always fun. Or not. I have to reboot this.
you're not.
All right, here we go.
Welcome back. Tonight in our Missing series, a renewed search for a 5-year-old boy named Michael "Monkey" Vaughan. We brought you his story for the first time last year, but tonight, the first national TV interview with both of Michael's parents and newly released photos of a man police say was nearby at the time of Michael's disappearance. Correspondent Marky Martin is joining us live. And Marky, you've been with this case for some time now. You traveled to Idaho last winter to speak with his mother, but now you've had the chance to speak to both of his parents. What can you tell us?
Yeah, Natasha, so we heard from Michael's dad, Tyler, for the very first time this week. He was the parent who was actually at home at the time that Michael went missing. And today marks 1 year since that little boy, who is lovingly known as Monkey, walked out the door and never came home.
We haven't stopped. Every day we have unfinished business, and I'll tell you that every day is an anniversary of the disappearance from Michael Vaughan.
It's been 365 days, a year of searching with no answers. For the 5-year-old Fruitland boy whose 2021 disappearance garnered nationwide attention and support.
Hi, what are you doing, bud?
Last July, Michael Vaughan was at home with his dad and baby sister while mom was at work. Family says he walked out, searching for neighborhood kids to play with.
He went to a neighbor's house. He went to another neighbor's house and another neighbor's house.
Last winter, Michael's mom, Brandy, invited our News Nation team to their Idaho home, walking us through her son's last moments there.
He would have
Sorry, that was my fault. My apologies. I was trying to switch it to full screen. That didn't work too good. Sorry, hang on. I will get it.
Welcome back. Tonight in our Missing series, a renewed search for a 5-year-old boy named Michael "Monkey" Vaughan. We brought you his story for the first time last year, but tonight, the first national TV interview with both of Michael's parents and newly released photos of a man police say was nearby at the time of Michael's disappearance. Correspondent Marky Martin is joining us live. And Marky, you've been with this case for some time now. You traveled to Idaho last winter to speak with his mother, but now you've had the chance to speak to both of his parents.
What I do want to note is that they are mentioning that man that's walking. That's been cleared up, as well as the pilot, the Honda pilot.
Yeah, Natasha, so we heard from Michael's dad, Tyler, for the very first time this week. He was the parent who was actually at home at the time that Michael went missing. And today marks 1 year since that little boy, who is lovingly known as Monkey, walked out the door and never came home.
We haven't stopped. Every day we have unfinished business, and I'll tell you that every day is an anniversary of the disappearance from Michael Vaughan.
It's been 365 days, a year of searching with no answers. For the 5-year-old Fruitland boy whose 2021 disappearance garnered nationwide attention and support.
Hi, what are you doing, bud?
Last July, Michael Vaughan was at home with his dad and baby sister while mom was at work. Family says he walked out, searching for neighborhood kids to play with.
He went to a neighbor's house. He went to another neighbor's house and another neighbor's house.
Last winter, Michael's mom, Brandy, invited our News Nation team to their Idaho home, walking us through her son's last moments there.
He would have come out of the garage. The front door is pretty hard to get out of, and you can hear that opening.
At the time, his dad, Tyler, declined to speak with us. But this week, that changed. The couple sitting together for their first national TV interview.
It doesn't feel like a year. It's been an eternity.
Tyler, a lot of people curious why, if you were the one at home, why you haven't done a lot of talking with the media. What's your response to people who want to know that question?
Because I was the one at home. I feel like because I was the responsible party. I don't like being in the public eye at all, and it's because I, to some extent blame myself.
For most of the afternoon, Tyler says Michael played with his monster trucks and Nintendo Switch, and that around dinner time, he ordered a pizza and went down the hall to change the baby's diaper. When he came back out, Michael wasn't there.
Searched the house, searched the backyard, went out in the front yard, jumped in the van, called Brandy.
He says he raced around the neighborhood and was the one who called 911.
The Fruitland Police, Payette Police, and Payette County deputies and citizens searched through the night until support arrived the following morning.
In the last year, more than 3,000 acres and nearby river have been searched. No suspects have been named, but authorities say they have persons of interest. Fruitland Police asking for the public's help in identifying this man, seen in newly released photos walking in a nearby park at the time of Michael's disappearance. And to this day, nobody has been cleared, including Tyler and Brandy.
What do you tell people who say, do they know more than they're letting on?
A lot of the speculation online is based in fantasy land.
Law enforcement and God knows our truth, and we'll stand firm and stand strong.
Fruitland Police confirming with News Nation the couple has cooperated with the investigation. Today, Michael would be 6, his parents grieving another summer without him, a summer they say should be spent playing and camping as a family.
Right. Time for bed now.
But I still want to look at some stars.
He is pure joy, love, excitement, much excitement, energy, lots of energy. You can't not fall in love with him.
Both Tyler and Brandy tell me they do believe that their son is out there alive. They still believe he's coming home. And Natasha, I asked both of them, what would justice look like in your eyes? Brandy's answer was if her son comes back alive and well, she could find it in her heart to forgive. Tyler said he just wants his child home. Legal punishment would take care of the rest. And I do also have to mention, to this day, Fruitland Police, they have declined to go on camera for an interview with our crew since day one. Natasha.
Marky, I can't imagine what these last several months have been like for this family. Can I ask, do Michael's parents fear the case going cold at this point? What is being done to keep his name and face on people's radars?
Yeah, it's a great question. And actually, they do not fear this case growing cold. They say there's new tips coming in all the time. They're actually excited about some new technology that's going to aid in some of the searches. And one of the biggest criticisms of this case has been Michael Vaughan never received an Amber Alert. His case did not fall under the criteria for the state of Idaho. It's outraged a lot of people. A lot of people think things could be different if that happened. But also last week, Fruitland Police announcing they've teamed up with the Homeward Bound program, which advocates for missing children. Starting in August, Natasha, there will be semi-trailers crisscrossing across the country with his name and face on them.
Okay, well, that's good to hear. Meanwhile, speaking of new tips, what else have police said about that newly released photo of that man walking by the home around the time?
Okay, so yeah, that man just, like I said, they cleared the man walking by the splash pad, and also they figured out the driver of the Pilot, the Honda Pilot. So those have been cleared. And as far as Sarah Wondra, from what we understand, she's still receiving care. I suppose she's got some issues. I mean, I'm not going to go too far into that. We don't really know as well. But as far as we know, she's, Idaho does not have an insanity defense anyway. So as far as that's concerned, it's sort of like the Lori Daybell. If her charges stick, until she actually they find her sane to go to trial, then she'll stay in a mental health facility. That's basically the bottom line on that. So let me actually go over the the basics of this case, and I actually want to go over the Homeward Bound program because I don't know if some of you guys are familiar with the Homeward Bound program. The Homeward Bound program it brought in a massive amount of tips since it went out a few months ago in August, and that one really did bring a lot of information about Michael's case because they were semi-trucks that were traveling all over the country. And granted, they may not have been all over the country. They may have hit a certain zone, but at the same time, it definitely got more coverage with Michael's face on them. So it's an amazing program, and it's still going. And there's a few other children also. Let me pull that up. And then we'll go over the basics of this case for those that are not familiar with the case as much, besides what you may have just heard in the last week or two, as far as, here we go. The fun of live video. All right. There we go. Oops, looks like something went wrong, you think? There we go. Maybe. There we go. There's our link. All right, y'all. So here was the Homeward Bound program. I did go over it on a previous video, and I will link to that when I get done with this in the show, in this video information. So this was unveiled like at the end of August. So here is a video, and I'm going to play that.
Q5 ID Guardian is the new revolutionary app.
Nice. It's Elizabeth Smart. All right. All right, here we go.
Their families.
Soon, 3 semi-truck trailers will be crisscrossing the country with pictures of Michael Vaughan on them.
Yeah, the idea is to get as many eyes on his face as possible and hope someone will be able to help bring him home. CBS News' Michaela Ellich now has more on this effort, too.
Monkey, we love you, baby, but you're coming home. None of us are going to give up, I promise.
Michael Vaughan's parents refusing to give up hope after their little boy went missing over a year ago. The Fruitland Police Department also refuses to give up. The hope is the larger-than-life pictures on Camway trucks will help find Monkey.
Anything that we can do, anything we can do to bring awareness, anything we can do to bring hope to these families is, I think it's worth its weight in gold.
The trucks will not only travel American highways, but Canadian as well.
Imagine how many eyes are going to see this trailer as it travels throughout its journey. And this is one of what will be eventually 3 trailers that will feature Michael.
It's called the Homeward Bound program, designed to bring light to missing children's cases.
These are our children. These are kids. And they're our most valuable asset that we have in our communities. And we need to make sure that we provide them with the most attention that we can give them and bring them home to their families who are waiting for them every single day, every minute.
As for Michael's family, they continue to ask the community for their help.
If you know something, please, if you know anything, please say something.
Hi everyone, it is Ashley Vasili with CBS 2 News, and we are joined by
Staff Sergeant Paula.
And we are here at Idaho's largest toy drive out between Sportsman's Warehouse and Texas
Okay, so that is the Homeward Bound program. Let me actually pull up the video portion, the article again. And those trucks, I believe there's actually was 4 or 5 in the end as far as how many trucks have had Monkey's face on them. And like I said, they've been traveling since the end of August. So you're talking September, October, November. So they've been traveling for about 11 months with Monkey's photo on them. And they've gotten a lot of tips from them. I know they've gotten a number of more tips. So it's been a great program for the Bring Michael Home campaign. And let me see here. Here's a photo here. So there is the phone number there. Let's see if it's not gonna let me go any larger here, I guess. Okay, so those that are not aware, 1-800 The Lost, and so there's the website for the ISP of Idaho. If you have any tips on Little Monkey, they are asking you to still call that. And again, tips are still being sought out in this case, regardless of what has happened in that backyard. At this point, we just need to bring Michael home, and it doesn't make a difference, where the tips come from. They just need tips on where Michael is, and I'm going to go over some brief information, and we'll close this one out for this Monday, Monkey Monday. Okay. Just a little bit of a slide I made up. There's a lot more information that I can share as well. And I don't know if I can bring Brandy on at some point. I haven't done really any interviews on the channel, but she's definitely one of my top one that I would love to bring on once I can get that all situated. Again, he went missing on July 27th of 2021, and it's about, I think today is day 488 that he's been missing. He wandered out of his home while his dad was changing his baby sister's diaper and ordering pizza. So this was such a very small window that he disappeared. He saw, Michael downstairs. He's playing video games, watching TV, and he went upstairs to change the baby and order a quick pizza. Minutes. And then he comes back down and Monkey's gone. From what Mom found out, looks like he went door to door. He went knocking on the doors of the neighbor. He's a friendly little kid. He's looking for someone to play with. He's a friendly little 5-year-old. He just wanted to play with someone. So she believes he went out the garage door because the front door is pretty much impossible for that little guy to get out of. It's a very difficult door. However, the garage door, unfortunately, was something he could open. So he went out and he was walking down the street, and at least one neighbor did bring him back to his yard. Sadly, they did not knock on the door and let Tyler know that he had gotten outside. I'm sure at this point they wish they did that, but you can't go back in time and all that. And then police believe he disappeared between 6:40 and 7 p.m. They initially had a 6:30 to 7:15 time span, but they've been able to narrow that down to 6:40 to 7 p.m. So a 20-minute window that this little 5-year-old just vanished. So they're believing that he was abducted. Like I said, whether or not the Wonders are a part of this situation, or these neighbors that they've been searching this backyard or not, someone picked up Monkey. Someone picked up little Michael. He's a friendly kid. They probably offered him something. They offered him, to play with an animal. They offered him a toy, whatever it may be. And, he's a 5-year-old. He's a friendly 5-year-old. He probably, went along with it, unfortunately. And he was last seen wearing a blue Minecraft shirt, blue boxer-style shorts, and flip-flops. So, again, he just went outside. He was looking for friends, and sadly, what we believe to be a safe neighborhood ended up not being so safe. and he wandered off, and I guess someone picked him up. The sad, from there. But we're still hoping that they did not find anything in that backyard. Again, we won't know anything. Today's the 28th. Fruitland police was stating, JD Huff says there'll be some sort of a press release or presser on the 30th, which would be Wednesday or December 1st. So hopefully we'll have some more information on that, because they did not release anything. They did finish that backyard search the day before Thanksgiving. So on last Wednesday, they finished the search. They have not said a word if anything was found or not, but the search was completed, and the holiday weekend commenced. So again, we're asking that you continue to keep this little guy's face out there. And it's very, very important that we keep this little guy's face. He's still, they still need tips, and hopefully they found nothing. And hopefully this little guy is still, that somebody else still has him and he's alive and well. That's what I pray for every single day for Brandy and Tyler and the whole family. Again, he's got a little sister. They nicknamed Buggy. He's got an older sister, and he's also got an older brother. So he's got 3 siblings that have been waiting for him to come home, as well as mom and dad. So I'm praying and hoping each and every day that this little guy, he comes home, and I think, we need to keep our prayers up and our positivity up, and hope that's what happens. And let's hope that this crazy, in my opinion, this crazy couple, I have to say that in my opinion, this crazy Sarah and Stacy, who he was already in jail since May. Let's hope that they have zero anything to do with this case. They're just, there are people who try to input themselves into cases, and that's happened many, many times. We hear about it all the time. So hopefully that's all they did. They, try to input themselves in the case, and it's nothing other than that. But, unfortunately, we're not going to know more until that press release or press conference. I'm going to assume that there'll probably be a press conference. Chief Huff is really, really good. His team is amazing, and I think that they'll probably do a presser, and I will definitely keep you guys apprised of that, and I'm going to be right on it. I keep an eye on Little Monkey's case constantly. He was my second ever video here on the channel, and he just has my heart. And I know a lot of other people, we don't really know him, but we fall in love with that little face right there, that little face on the screen. I know we've all fallen in love with this little guy. So let's keep our prayers out there, our heads up, our positivity. And again, if you have any information, they are still asking that you call that in. Let me actually pull up their website, Monkey's website. I don't know. I did go over last time the ways to help Michael's family. So let me actually pull up. Here we go. Let me pull up there, find Michael Vaughan before we close off. All right. Okay. For those not familiar, this is the official website for Find Michael Monkey Vaughan. So if you have not been here, I highly recommend you check it out. I will include that link. I will update all the information in this video to everything I've covered here on the live. But again, you can get monkey mail. You can there's holiday help if you want to help the family, which KTVB mentioned that, and I mentioned that last week in our Monday video. So there's all kinds of stuff here, guys. There's just any way you can help this family. I mean, if you feel like I want to help in some possible way, they are asking that you don't contact them. And again, if you're one of those people who wants to know what's going on, I mean, I want to know just as much as you do. But you know what? This is a family like anybody else, and we got to let them have their peace and their privacy. And I really hope that no one's still driving by their house or trying to. I know Fruitland had to set up officers down there, and I'm really happy that they stopped doing that search that was on the other side of town, because I'm sure they could hear that daily, and that's just heartbreaking. To know that they're searching, for potentially Michael in that backyard. But there's ways here how you can help find Monkey. And this is, like I said, this is the best resource, really, because there's all kinds of ways you can send tips, everything. There's all kinds of photos of Michael here. I love the photos of Monkey. Well, some of their photos. Because the most important thing is we keep this baby's face out there, guys. That is Brandy, for those that aren't aware, and that is Tyler. Okay, so this is Mama and Dad. And you know what? This guy's mom and dad love him so much. And you know what? We've all fallen in love with him, and we don't even know this little guy. So, if nothing else, share his poster. Go to this website, grab a poster. There's posters on here. Find michaelvaughan.com. Share his face. That's all that Brandy asks, is we continue to share his face, share the information, so that we can continue to get tips in to Fruitland Police. I mean, at this point, that's what we can do as a community to help Michael Monkey Vaughan and his family. We don't need to be a part of anything else, just prayers, sharing his face. That's it. So I want to thank you guys for checking out this live. Like I said, I'm not big on the lives. I'm trying to get into that, and I appreciate you guys' patience on that. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, I would really appreciate it and love it if you would. So hit that like button while you're here. And if you're watching the replay, hit it also, and share it with your friends. This is a Monday Monkey Monday, Monday Monkey, however you want to do that. I don't know why I can't say it. It's like a tongue twister for me. So I'm trying to hit that 1K by the end of the year, because I want to have more impact on these missing kids and these missing people. I have that in my heart, that I really want to help as much as I can. And to do that, you have to have a larger impact here. And that helps by having, the likes and the comments and the subscribers. And it's all free. All you have to do is, just like it and subscribe to the channel. And again, that really helps, me be able to get these folks out there. I mean, we had one yesterday, Aspen Jetter, she's missing. So, I mean, there's these impacts of these children, especially, they can't help themselves. So as a community, I want to be able to help in some way. So I feel like this is my small part that I can do to help these kids and folks out there. And yeah, I got more coming, guys. I'll be doing another video. I don't know if I'll record one tonight. It's almost 6 o'clock here on Eastern time. So hopefully we can start doing, again, some more lives. I'm going to try to start setting up some interviews. So let me know who you'd love for me to talk to. I'm going to try to get into StreamYard. So I'm going to do a test run to make sure that all flows and ebbs and flows, however you want to put that. So I do appreciate you guys. I really, really do. So on your way out, hit the like button. And if you haven't subscribed, again, I'd appreciate it if you'd hit that button and hit all notifications. That way you are notified whenever I go live or post a video. All right, y'all. Thank you so much for checking out today's video live stream on Monkey Mondays. And I will be doing another Monkey Monday next week. I'm actually not working next Monday because I'm doing a half marathon this weekend. So I'm going to try to do another live, and hopefully I'll be a little more organized. So, what they say, practice makes perfect. You know how that goes. So I hope you guys have a great rest of the evening or day, depending upon where it is that you're watching this. And hug your families, each and every one of them. Share this little guy's face all over your Twitter, Facebook, whatever you have out there. And most of all, stay safe. Thanks, guys. Have a great